Welcome back to the channel. Man, we are running late, man. We are running late. We are supposed to be getting some vines up here to start growing our Zen grapes. I've got a Zen vine that had some really good tasting grapes last year, and I wanted to clone the thing. Just go ahead and put in a bunch of grapes, but I haven't done it yet. So let's go check out the vine, and man, we got to get this project rolling. So here's my vine, man. This is a mess over here, so I'm going to have to clean all this stuff out. But I'm going to use this wood to start some new vines. But here's what's bugging me. Look, I've already got bud break. I've got bud break, and we don't have this thing in the ground yet, man. We don't have it in the ground yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut all these vine pieces off. Then what we're going to do is we are going to cut small regions, so you can see these nodes here, right? So where these nodes are, you can either get bud break like this, or we can actually get root formation there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this thing. So I'm going to pull these things off. Then what we're going to do is we're going to start cutting them. So probably where we get like 3 nodes or so per vine, right? So then what we'll do is we'll plant them 2 nodes deep so we can get a nice deep rooting, and we'll probably plant 2 vines at each spot, and just to make sure we can get these things going. So first thing I'm going to do is, dude, I'm just going to make a big cut. So I have to figure out what it is I'm going to do on this one. I think, you know what? I think we're going to keep, we'll take a look, see which one I'll tell you what, we're not going to keep this one. So let's just take this one off right now. I'll tell you what, here, let's just cut this one off here. Oh, you see, I got bud break there. So there's one. I'll tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this whole big piece off. So I'm just going to go down here. So for next year, for this vine, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this main one right here. So this is going to be my my one for the next growth. So first, let's just get this other stuff cleaned off. Tell you what, I'm just going to hack all this off, man. Oh God, I've got so much bud break. Oh, this is going to be a great piece. Oh, check out this. Oh, look, we've already got leaves, man. Oh, no. Put that in a pile. So there's sort of my stock. All right, so here's my haul. I actually got a lot of pieces. So here's a plan, right? So I have this hill. It's a sunny facing slope in Southern California. It gets a lot of sun, so it should grow grapevines really well. And again, those Zinfandels were, oh man, they were so good. Changed my mind on this whole project. I said, oh, I gotta do it. So anyway, let me show you kind of how you do this. I did this before. I think I've got another video on my channel. I did this a couple years ago when I split these. Check this out. So if you have a grapevine, right? So you have these sort of knuckles, right? So these are called nodes. So you will get, this is where you'll get the leaf, right? The next vine production will be on here. So this is a 1-year-old vine, right? Which means this is where the new wood is going to form from. So that's what basically this is, right? So this is going to start another branch and then grow grapes. So the idea is at each one of these nodes, this is where you'll get sort of the leaf production for the new year, right? But you can also get roots there. So if you put them in the ground, they will root there. So what I like to do is I like to go too deep, right? So too deep to get a double root job, just in case, to kind of make it a little more dummy proof, because you know, look who we're dealing with. So I put them in the ground there, and then we should get the sort of the first line up off that one that's above the ground. So I'll usually put either 1 or 2 above the ground, but two in the ground, just to make sure I get a good root. All right, let's start with this one. This one, oh man, this one looks juicy. Look at this. So I'm gonna go 1, 2 for my root. Then this is gonna be my bud. But since these are pretty close to each other, I'm gonna go ahead and do, go ahead and cut it for there's 4 of them. So that way I'll put this one above the ground, but so we'll see which one takes. We'll see which one is the better one, and we'll, you know, clean it up through the year. right? I got my bucket of soil, and again, the best soil to use is the one you have. So I'm going to put these in there. The idea is I'm going to plant them, but I'm not ready yet. I got to mark my spots and all that stuff. So it might take me another week because, I got a job. But anyway, let me know if you're running the same challenges. But anyway, so I'm going to put these in so they're at least 2 buds deep, right? So I can get some good rooting, at least starting, right? Then I'll put them up on my hill and do the irrigation. I tell you what, if you want to follow this project along, because there's always something going on, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I got to finish up. I've got a batch of wine I still got to finish up and bottle that. And then, of course, we got the vineyard going. And I might have some other surprises coming for the channel. So there you go, 20-something vines started. Next step is we got to get that hill ready to get these grapevines on. We're going to run them up across the top. So make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.